2008 was a harsh year for a lot of families in America due to the financial crash. Many people lost their jobs and homes and had to rebuild their lives going forward. Meanwhile, during this time period, Japan was dealing with a crisis of their own. On the 8th of June 2008, Japan experienced one of their worst cases of mass murder in the Akihabara shopping quarter. As per usual, the streets for the shopping center were closed to allow free access for pedestrians to travel as they pleased and get some shopping done before returning to the work week. It was business as usual until some Japanese people viewed an Isuzu elf truck speed through a red light with no intention of stopping. As the truck continued on, the driver, 25-year-old Tomohiro Kato, drove through the closed street, hitting 5 people. 3 were found dead, while 2 were injured. In a state of panic, people began running and screaming in hopes to avoid Tomohiro's evil act. Once the truck had stopped, he climbed out with a dagger and began stabbing anyone he could get close to. 4 people lost their lives due to the stabbings, while 8 were severely injured. Pedestrians did what they could to help those injured by the stab wounds, as 17 ambulances trickled in to provide aid. During this, police chased and cornered Tomohiro in a narrow alley near where the truck was abandoned. He was arrested and was given the death penalty. It was reported that 5 people were pronounced dead on the scene. All his life, Tomohiro was said to have been an exceeding student with great grades and very athletic, even being the captain of the tennis club at his junior high school. After enrolling in Aomori High School, which was an elite high school, Tomohiro began acting violently. Failing his entrance exam for Hokkaido University, he began studying as an auto mechanic and even got a temporary job at an auto parts factory. This position was supposed to last until June. It had been reported that he did not get along well with his parents, as they were very strict about him exceeding in school, oftentimes making him redo his homework multiple times in order to uphold good standing with the school. During an interview with his brother, he recalled a time where Tomohiro was forced to eat scraps of food off the floor. Another neighbor recounted an incident where Kato's parents forced him to stand outside for hours in deep, cold snow during winter. In 2006, he unsuccessfully attempted suicide by driving his car into a wall. Days before the attack on June 5th, Kato accused people at his workplace of hiding his clothes and left the premises immediately afterwards. Apparently he believed at this point he was going to lose his job, though this was not exactly the case and may have triggered the attack. Kato allegedly posted on a website called Extreme Exchange Revised about his plans to attack the people at the shopping center just 20 minutes before carrying out this plan. A police official stated the first message read, "I will kill people in Akihabara." Other messages he is alleged to have posted include, "If only I had a girlfriend, I wouldn't have quit work. I would have never become addicted to my mobile phone. Anybody with hope couldn't possibly understand how I feel. I don't have a single friend, and I won't in the future. I'll be ignored because I'm ugly. I'm lower than trash because at least trash gets recycled." A message also referred to a stabbing spree in Tsuchiura. Based on Kato's messages, commentators referred to the incident as another case of Japan's hikikomori becoming more violent and suicidal. Prior to the attack, he erased all contacts and communication records from his phone, the purpose of which he confessed was to avoid annoying those around him. He later said that he posted the online messages hoping that police would take notice and stop him. The weapons Tomohiro used in the attack were reportedly purchased 2 days at a military supply shop in Fukui Prefecture at about 12:40. He spent about 20 minutes in the store, purchasing a telescopic baton and a pair of leather gloves, while the store's CCTV captured him conversing with the salesman and demonstrating stabbing motions. He came to Akihabara the day before the attack to sell his personal computer and some software to raise money to rent the truck. Tomohiro's parents gave an apology to the victims in a television interview after the massacre. As of 2010, his father had resigned from his job and was living in seclusion in Aomori. while his mother had been hospitalized for mental health reasons. In April 2014, Kado's 28-year-old brother committed suicide, having previously indicated that he was unable to live with the scars and shame resulting from the massacre. On 24th of March 2011, Tomohiro was sentenced to death by the Tokyo District Court after it found him fully responsible for the attack. On September 2012, the Tokyo High Court upheld the death penalty upon appeal. Tomohiro expressed remorse over the massacre, stating that he would like to apologize to those who passed away, the injured and their families. Upon entering a guilty plea, he said he knew he was the culprit, though had no memory of some parts of the incident. The Supreme Court of Japan upheld the death penalty on the 2nd of February 2015. His death sentence was subsequently finalized, and he was held on death row until he was executed by hanging at the Tokyo Detention House on the morning of July 26, 2022. The Akihabara Massacre occurred exactly 7 years after the Osaka School Massacre, where 8 elementary school students were murdered by Mamoru Takuma. A few days after the attack at Akihabara, police arrested several people who stated their intention to commit copycat killings elsewhere in Japan, including one case who made his intentions known to popular message board 2chan. On the 22nd of June, 3 women were injured by a female attacker at Osaka Station. A 38-year-old woman later confessed to attacking 2 of the victims with a razor. A 19-year-old man who made an internet threat to go on a 15th of June stabbing spree at Tokyo Disney Resort was arrested by police. Between 8 and 23 people were arrested and 5 people warned for making threatening messages. The 17 people involved in the threats ranged between ages 13 and 30. On the 26th of June 2008, police overpowered and arrested a man who was found to have a knife in his possession in Akihabara. In May of 2019, a stabbing attack in Kawasaki, Kanagawa's prefecture resulted in the death of at least 2 people. Well, that's the history of the Akihabara Massacre. While doing research on these topics, I never realized how much there actually is to cover regarding Japan. I appreciate those who stick around despite me taking a while to get these videos out. Working a full-time job, seeing friends, and finding time to still do things I enjoy can make getting videos out a little difficult. Thank you for sticking by me while we're in the growing period of this channel. It means a lot more than you will ever know. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.